Hello, my name is Rachel, and welcome to our channel, Light ElemenTalismans. What you see on the screen is a healing talisman for releasing, clearing, for mental and emotional fluidity. It was brought in by the Arcturians, the Andromedans and Zadkiel, Archangel Zadkiel. And it activates and calls in the winds of heaven. The quote that you saw in the beginning, remember to let the winds of heaven dance between you, is a beautiful quote from the Book of Runes. And when I drew this talisman, they immediately came in with the message that this calls in the winds of heaven. It is beautiful for releasing unhealthy attachments, as well as clearing confusion, overthinking, anxiety, emotional or mental exhaustion, which happens to us a lot in the 3D realm. And that was the initial reason that they brought it through was to relieve emotional and mental exhaustion. This talisman works with the seventh ray, the violet flame. It also works with the silver ray. It is particularly helpful, although you can use it at any chakra. It is particularly helpful at the crown, your third eye, our ultra major, the throat, and the heart chakras. So very much working with the upper chakras, although it can be used with the solar plexus and the sacral, the root as well, or star chakras. You can work with it with any. You can utilize this talisman for a particular person or situation. And any situation or person, a relationship, that gives us a feeling of being stuck or mired in density. So it is something that can draw us up out of density. So it has that feeling of drawing up. Okay, and we've got some silver codes here coming in, beautiful silver codes. This is the violet is for the releasing and the clearing, and then the silver comes in with also with this this feeling of protection, and then it disperses throughout our auric field, our energetic field. So it can be used in any situation or person that when you think of them, or when you think of the situation, you are feeling density. So it is for repetitious anger, repetitious fear, worry, anxiety, guilt, shame, confusion. Okay, that is what it was designed to deal with, to help you rise from those denser emotions that we need to feel, but then we need to move through them, right? And so this is an assist for that, and it can be utilized with other means. So one of the things that I've used it for, I use sage a lot. That's my go-to for clearing, but you can use whatever your choice is: sage, sweetgrass, palo santo, mint, whatever your go-to is, okay, whatever resonates for you. So you can actually make the motion with that burning sage you make the motion of this talisman. So taking that sage and moving it in that very kind of feminine design, and then the crossover in the center, that crossover, and that is the period. It's like that's the period at the end of the sentence. So utilizing that, and if it feels right, you can actually recite this invocation, which is, I invoke the winds of heaven, the space between myself and the situation or person. Okay, so you're invoking the winds of heaven, and then we want to state the name of the person or the situation. So we're going to go, okay, I'm going to just use this as an example. Scarcity thinking. So, taking a deep breath. Connecting with your breath. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your body. Grounding your energy into Mother Gaia. And I invoke the winds of heaven. Scarcity thinking, I set you free. You are free, and I am free. And the winds of heaven dance between us. We're going to do that 3 times. I invoke the winds of heaven. Scarcity thinking, I set you free. You are free, and I am free. And the winds of heaven dance between us. One more time. I invoke the winds of heaven. Scarcity thinking, I set you free. You are free, and I am free. And the winds of heaven dance between us. And you can repeat this as often as you need to. There are certain situations that I have utilized this for, where I felt really stuck. And there is this beautiful feeling when you do this motion, particularly when you have the burning sage, or as I mentioned, Palo Santo, whatever's your go-to. You have that burning, and you make that motion. It is there's this feeling of upliftment. There's this feeling of release. There's a feeling of being set free, because the cord between yourself and that person or situation is now cut. It is complete. It is done. If you have a situation or a relationship person that is particularly entrenched, which has certainly happened to me, if it's particularly entrenched, or it is quite karmic, and you will know, absolutely, you know this, then it is something that will need to be done. This process will need to be done, more than once. I've had situations where it wasn't a long-term relationship, and once I did this, it was done. It was complete. I was like, oh my gosh, the relief was tremendous. So, it really depends on the situation. I certainly have had others other situations where it is going to be, more where I'm going to have to do it over and over. So you will know. I truly hope that you enjoyed this transmission. I hope that this talisman resonates. And if you have any comment, I love your comments, your perceptions, your insights, your experience. Always means the world to me. And if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would consider liking and perhaps subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. Take care.